Here we want to take two separate columns and put them all together as one. So here it says apples, we have 22, and I want it to say 22 apples. I want to put them together. That's called concatenate. So we can type in equals concatenate. Now I want it to say 22, so I want this to go first. So I'm simply going to say B1, comma, and then A1. I want them to put that together. Now notice when it does it, it puts 22 apples. I want a space there, so I better change that. Let me come back in here, and I'm just going to hit erase. I'm going to type again, equals concat. Now notice it says concatenation of two values. That would have worked, but right now it won't work because we want to put three things. We want 22, we want a space, and apples. That's three things. So the concat won't work. We got to actually type in concatenate. So we want 22, comma, and now I want a space. So I'm simply going to put a quotation mark, space, quotation mark, comma, and now A1. And that's going to put it all together. It's going to put 22, then a little space, and then apples. And that's exactly what it did. Now, another way, I could just take this and fill down if I wanted. And there we have that if we want to use a fill down. Another thing, though, let me show you here with the name of Ann Smith. We can join things by simply saying equals. And this time, instead of taking with the 22 apples, we took B2 first, then the apples. I want Ann to go first, then a space, then Smith, to put her name all as one. So equals, I'm going to say what's in A3, and what I'm going to use is I'm going to use an ampersand. The ampersand is that symbol right there. And I'm going to put a space, and then I'm going to put another ampersand and say Smith. So this is going to put A3 there, and a space, and B3. And it took and put Ann Smith. That's another way you can do things. You can concatenate using that ampersand. Either way you like works perfectly fine, but this is a very helpful tool to have to sometimes when things are in two columns to put them back into one column in particular order the way you want, especially with names, first and last names.